Welcome to your full moon meditation. This is for that full moon in Libra and on that opposing Aries fiery sun. And what we're doing, I want you to think about this as you begin to settle in. Take some deep breaths, nice and slow. I want you to breathe at your own pace for now. As we settle in, begin to set the intention that we are going to begin to approach our relationships from a place of self-honor if we have not been doing that in the past. And even at those really subtle places, noticing what does not feel balanced. It's important to notice anything that is uncomfortable, so we can decide if the roots of those things are for our growth or are to our detriment. Are the roots creating a deep foundation for us like a tree so we can reach high into the sky and into the heavens? Or are these roots the type that are creating destruction in the foundation of our own homes and our own lives? And that's within our heart space. So as we sit here together, we are going to hold our own heart space open. We're going to expand it and make more and more and more room for ourselves. And that is not a pushing out of anything, but what is not right for us, okay? As we expand the space for ourselves, it naturally pushes things out that do not respect us, that do not treat us with kindness, fairness, and balance. Things that do not pour into us will start to fade away. Or even with this Aries spirit, we may need to step up and take action to create boundaries that are healthy and equal for us all. Okay, this is about fairness. And the fairness that we feel in our hearts, okay? Complete responsibility. And as we now have set this intention, I want you to take a deeper breath, okay? And each breath that you take from now until the end of this, I want you to consciously think about making it a little bit more expansive every inhale. Focus on the expansive breath in your lungs. The first inhale, I want you to breathe again. You're breathing nice and softly. Breathing in until your lungs feel like they couldn't hold another bit. And just hold it there until it feels slightly uncomfortable. And then let the force of that breath out. Let it flow out of you. Let it carry out of you whatever needs to be carried. And in that place is more space than there was before that breath. And so as we continue this, I want you to breathe that way. Every inhale, I want you just to take in maybe one last gulp of air, beyond what you think that your capacity is. Okay, your capacity for yourself, for this fresh air expanding into your body, clearing the cobwebs. Okay, allowing the space for your dreams to take full root. Okay, because we are grounded in this body. You are feeling your lungs, feeling your breath, and having this vessel to breathe into, as uncomfortable as life can be sometimes. This vessel is your gift. So every time you take a breath in, I want you to intend that breath to be more expansive space for you, for your dreams, for your desires, for what you truly want in this world to create, the purpose and the vision. Now close your eyes, or if you prefer to keep them open, I want you to focus, really, really focus, and keep your eyes on the center of this space. Okay, the image on the screen, there is noise, beautiful noise around it, beautiful radiating light coming from it. It may feel like chaos, or it may feel like a beautiful pattern radiating from this void space. Whatever that feels like to you, keep your focus on the space, that black center in the middle, and allow your purest energy to come from there. Because our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. But sometimes we have to take action to create balance and boundaries in our environment, because the places and people that we frequent affect our energy. And we have to trust ourselves enough to respect ourselves enough to love ourselves enough to know when is it suiting our goal to go out into the world and confront that, or when do we need to take a little extra space and assess the subtle needs and long-term desires we have in our relationships. Because as we get to know ourselves better, we sense the imbalances. And some relationships and circumstances will grow with us. Some will not. But when we are able to let go of the fear, that survival fear or that comfort fear of hanging on to things, filling our space in our heart with things that don't quite belong there, we are able to hold even in our own discomfort. Okay? There's nothing wrong with being uncomfortable. It's a matter of assessing the discomfort, right? Is it stretching discomfort that's creating more flexibility and expansive wisdom in us to strategize as we move through the world, so we are not reactive like a live wire, that we are responsive with our true desires, our deep desires. We are holding those so that we give space between ourselves and the situation that bothers us. And we can assess, why does it really bother us? And then take action from that place that not only nurtures our souls, it nurtures all our relationships, all our circumstances, and it brings the true radiating peace from this safe place within. Your home space, your heart space is your home. When you clear that stuff away and you're able to hold the environment, your foundation for the seeds of your own dreams to root and blossom into reality, you will experience the warm glow of deep, radiating, unconditional love for yourself, and a little bit more compassion and neutrality for all the experiences that are taking place around you and your place in them. Take one last breath, and this time I want it to be a little bit softer, okay? Let's start to soften again as we move back into the world. We have created so much space in our own hearts, in our own chests, in our own minds, in our own bodies. Our body is our anchor into the earth. It is what gives us the ability to really create and actualize the ideas and make a difference in the world. When we are in our bodies, we are grounded and centered. We are present. And we are detached from the chaos that does not actually concern us. And this becomes a process that feels delightful. It feels like release. Breathe softly now. Move into your day or into your sleep. Expanded, full of divine love and flow and even courage to do what you need to do next, whatever feels right. Trust yourself. Thank you so much for being here.